Her phone lit up at 11:47 p.m., face down on the nightstand, vibrating twice, then silence. I wouldn't have looked if she hadn't turned away so fast. A flicker of panic in her eyes, a movement too sharp, too deliberate. Then her voice, soft, controlled. "It's just a client, late file update." I nodded, because that's what calm men do when the walls begin to crack. But when she turned her back again, the faint reflection in the mirror showed her smiling. Not the smile she gives me, something private, intimate, unforgivable. The sound of the message tone still rings in my skull. That small vibration that broke 12 years of quiet trust. I didn't ask, didn't accuse. Instead, I let the silence stretch between us, like a blade waiting to be drawn. Morning came wrapped in false normalcy. She kissed me goodbye, her perfume brushing my collar like guilt disguised as affection. Said she'd be late again. Deadlines, meetings, the same words every liar uses to buy time. At breakfast, her phone buzzed again. "Martin, conference call rescheduled to 9. Her boss, or so she said. Something about the message tone. It wasn't work. Too familiar, too personal. I saved the number, quietly, took a sip of coffee and smiled like a man who hadn't just glimpsed hell. That night she came home smelling like hotel air, clean, recycled, too careful. She spoke too much, too fast. A woman over-explaining her alibi. When she slept, I watched the way her hand rested across her chest, protective, as if guarding secrets. I could have asked, could have screamed, but rage is a waste when silence can do more damage. I started collecting truth. First, the phone records, 2-hour calls during client dinners, text chains deleted every morning, photos hidden behind renamed folders. Then I checked her calendar, same pattern, late meetings on Thursdays, always Thursdays. I drove past her office once, just once. She wasn't there. The parking lot was empty, except for a black sedan I'd seen before, his. I followed it the next week. Downtown hotel, room 412. 2 shadows meeting behind drawn curtains. No shouting, no violence, just stillness. The kind that grows inside your ribs until it starts to rot you from within. I called a private investigator, told him I needed proof, not pity. When he handed me the photos, I didn't look right away. I just ran my thumb across the edge of the envelope. Smooth, cold, like the surface of a loaded gun. Friday. Her laughter filled the kitchen as she spoke on the phone. Soft, delicate, deadly. I waited until she hung up. "Meeting today?" I asked. She smiled. "Yes, boardroom lunch. Martin always wants," I said quietly. Her smile faltered. Eyes flickered. I slid the envelope across the table. She didn't touch it at first. When she finally did, her hand trembled. The first photo stopped her breath. The second destroyed the lie completely. Her lips parted, searching for words that wouldn't come. I just watched, like a surgeon studying his patient before the incision. "Don't," I said. Just one word, sharp, final. The air between us froze. Every excuse died before it could be born. She cried, quietly at first, then louder when she realized I wasn't moving. I wasn't angry anymore. Anger would mean I still cared. The next morning, I invited Martin to the house. He came, pretending confidence. A man still unaware he was already inside the trap. I asked them both to sit, her on the couch, him in the chair opposite. Between them, a printed copy of the photos, and one sentence typed across the top. Adultery clause, immediate termination. He blinked. She went pale. "You used me," she whispered. I smiled faintly. "No, you used yourself." Martin tried to speak, but I cut him off. You'll both find your reputations already addressed. HR received the documents this morning. He stood, furious. She didn't move. I turned to her, voice low. I built a trap, love. You just walked into it wearing his perfume. No yelling, no chaos, just silence, the kind that follows ruin. She left without packing. He left without looking back. Perfect symmetry. The house is quiet now, almost peaceful. Her perfume still lingers in the hallway, a ghost clinging to walls that no longer remember her name. People say revenge doesn't heal. They're right. It doesn't heal. It clarifies. It strips away the illusion of love and leaves you staring at the raw machinery of deceit. I walk past the mirror sometimes and almost don't recognize the man there. Calm, composed, untouchable. But beneath that calm is something colder. Freedom. I don't miss her. I miss the version of me who still believed her. And that version died the night her phone lit up at 11:47 p.m. I didn't bury him. I let him watch.